Howdy ho, good neighbor. As you can see, I got the water draining at this undisclosed location, and today I have to tell you, sometimes two heads are not better than one. That's right. When fire sprinkler heads are too close, we got to plug off one of them. So that's what we're going to go to do today. We'll go inside and check it out. Look at the pretty mural on this place. See, when you have a mural like this, that keeps people from putting graffiti on it. So anyway, the system's almost drained. Time to dig out the barrel. It's in there somewhere. And let's get to work. Well, excuse me, a frog in my throat. How diddly ho, or howdy ho, good neighbor. Let me show you what we're working on here today at this undisclosed location. You might have seen it in another video. I torn out some pipe here before, but we're looking at here is, yeah, you see that fire sprinkler pipe? That needs to be hung. You see the hangers just dangling off of it? Well, we need to get the hangers back on that. And then here's what I was talking about, where I said two heads are not better than one. We need to come over here and plug off some heads. Here is what I'm talking about. You see how these heads are too close together right here. There's a few of them, but right there, those heads are too close. They can't be closer than 6 feet. Plug these off. Plug those off down there, and there's a few more down over there. So, yeah, let's get to work. Here's a couple more over here I'll show you. I need to walk this whole thing. Here's some pipe I just took out the other day. I'll probably break that up a little better, not leave it like that. But here's some heads in the light, and you can see a lot better. You see how those heads are less than 6 feet apart? Yeah, there used to be a wall right here, so you could see the evidence of a wall. All right, let's plug that one and hang that one, tear that pipe apart, and get to work, shall we? Let's go. let's put you on. I'll check this hard hat off and I'll put you on. I have another hard hat that has the GoPro on it. I'll dial you in here. And let's go turn on this system. How about that? Hope you can see that. I always try to line up what I'm doing with the light, so sorry for any confusion, but here we go. So as you know, we need to fill up this fire sprinkler riser. I just did all the corrections on it. So now we're gonna close the main drain. That's what you close when you work on the system. Main drain. And of course the inspector's test on the old buildings is way over there on the opposite end. So that's where we'll bleed the air out. So now we have the flow switch pegged. And now we will turn on this valve nice and slow. Because we don't want to turn it on fast, we're in no hurry here. I want to make sure that peg stays pegged. Yeah, it wants to move a little bit. This isn't the right peg really. But anyway, we're filling that slow. Now we'll go bleed all the air out at the inspector's test. I guess I can open it a little faster since that pin is holding. So like I said, these old systems, you don't want to fill them up too quick. I guess I'm a little camera shy. I'm going to... There you go. Let's let that fill real slow. We'll watch that peg. Here's the fire sprinkler line that I rehung. You can see that. And there's a drop over there. Not a drop, excuse me, an upright that I plugged that was in the wall. And let me turn on the old flashlight here, which it's already on. So anyway, I'm making my way to the inspector's test, but I'm looking at my work. I plugged those, and I plugged these over here on this line because I needed to leave that head because the head's too far off the wall. That head's okay there. So as we walk our way back here, we're looking at all the work that I did. Make sure that I plugged a 1-inch drop here. And of course we'll look at this before we leave. Yeah, that room's a dirty mess, isn't it? Full of insulation. You feel itchy when you leave that room for some reason. You feel really itchy. So here you go. We're making our way to the end of the building to see what is happening here. What is really happening? Well, you know what's happening. Everybody's moved out and the walls are down, so heads were too close together. So this is all dry and all wet at the same time. What I mean by that is the water's dry. Oh, let me go out this door. Let's go see if there's any water bleeding out here at this inspector's test. Yeah, you can see it. See the air? You can almost smell it coming out of there. So in a couple of seconds, that water that we turned on, look at this, right on cue. I hear you, I hear you. Okay, well anyway, we're bleeding the air out. So, as we bleed the air out, I want to thank you. Here it comes, I hear it. Are you psyching me out? Oh, there you are. There you are. Look at right on cue. That's what we want. We want to bleed all that air out. You see that? This is a great example of the inspector's test on the opposite end. So I'll let that bleed out for 1 minute. But the new systems don't have the inspector's test on the opposite end. They have it all right there at the main valve. So the system's always full with air. I don't get it. But I don't get a lot of stuff in life. I just go along with life. Well, as always, I want to thank you for coming along with me on these two heads are not better than one adventures. That's right. If the heads are too close, they'll cool each other down. So can't be too far apart and they can't be too close together. It's funny. It's called science, I guess. All right, let's go look at that inspector's test and I will bid you adieu. Yep, see, it's still bleeding there. There it goes. Look at that. Patience, patience, patience. All right. Peace, love, and all that getting rid of the air jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.